Roseville or Folsom? I get asked this all the time by buyers. Which one should I choose for my family in the Sacramento suburbs? That's what we're going to take a look at today. As always, I'm John Jackson, your friend in real estate here in the Sacramento area. I am happy to help you and your family get settled in what I believe to be the best place to live in all of Northern California. So take a moment to subscribe to my channel and I'll continue to make valuable videos for you, giving you insights, information, and more about real estate, lifestyle, education, and all kinds of things for you and your family. So today we are going to look at Roseville and Folsom, and we are going to see what the differences are, what distinguishes the communities, and what makes them similar. So let's dive in. So first, let's look at my favorite as your realtor, and that is housing. So starting in Folsom, you're going to have a lot of new housing, especially on the south side of the freeway at Folsom Ranch. But it's not only new housing in Folsom. There's plenty of different types of homes in this area of Folsom, all the way from older homes in the downtown Sutter Street area. Empire Ranch is going to have planned developments that are 20 to 30 years old. But generally, you're going to find Folsom to be very well planned out. As you drive through the neighborhoods, they're going to feel like communities that were thought through and generally have a very neighborhood feel to them. So you have a safe and quiet feel for the most part. You can find single-story homes in Folsom. You can find two-story homes. You can also find townhomes and plenty of multi-generational living. So maybe with a second master suite on the first floor of a home, giving opportunity for in-laws to live with you, or if a teenager needs their own space, there's plenty of opportunities for that in Folsom. Now over to Roseville, which is on the 80 freeway side, you have more housing inventory over there. So the space is a little bit larger and there are more homes on the Roseville side. So the vibe of Roseville may feel a little bit larger, it may feel a little bit busier, but it certainly won't feel metropolitan like a large city or anything like that. The price point per square foot may be just a little bit less overall, but that kind of depends on what type of house that you choose. You'll also find new builds in Roseville, just like you will in Folsom. That's mostly in the west section of Roseville, which is really growing and expanding and drawing a lot of new and young families to it. But you're also going to find older homes in Roseville, so go downtown and right around the area in that section. If you like homes with a lot of character, you're going to find that there. So to boil it down, Folsom's going to have a lot of new builds, but you can get plenty of other types of homes in Folsom. And then Roseville is going to be a slightly smaller price point per square foot, and you're going to have a large inventory. So next, let's look at schools and education. This is an area where you really cannot miss in Roseville and in Folsom both. So starting in Folsom, you're going to be a part of the Folsom Cordova Unified School District. And I can just tell you that people move to this area because of that school district. And people come from all over the state and all over the country sometimes to have their kids in Folsom Unified. Now, nothing's perfect, but a lot of people like this smaller district that has top-rated schools with great opportunities for kids, good athletics at the high school level, and just a good community involvement at the school. So good news, the same goes for Roseville. People love the Roseville school districts as a whole. So you'll have districts like the Roseville School District or the Dry Creek School District or Eureka, and those are generally very well liked by parents and families. Plenty of great opportunities for kids, lots of sports, lots of extracurriculars, and lots of good schools for children to be involved in. So when it comes to schools in Roseville and Folsom, it's really hard to miss. So a lot of times it just comes down to where you want to live and what schools are near you. So what neighborhood do you want to live in, and then check on the school that is assigned to that neighborhood and see if that is a good fit for your child. Next, let's talk about lifestyle and amenities. First, we'll go to Roseville. So in Roseville, you have a major shopping hub, which is the Galleria. The Galleria has all of your high-end retailers, and it's nice and clean, great place to shop, great place to visit on the weekends. But right across the street from there is a shopping center that I love, an outdoor one called the Fountains. Fountains has Makuni Sushi. It has a nice place to walk down the center. It's beautiful, lots of dining places. And so Roseville has a great shopping area for the most part. So if you love to shop and love to be out to dinner and that's your family's thing, Roseville is great for that. So when it comes to lifestyle, Folsom is all about the outdoors. In my view, Folsom is a little more nature feeling. It has a little more mature landscaping everywhere, and it also has Folsom Lake and Natoma. So you can get in the water in a whole lot of places, and people in Folsom spend their days and weekends outdoors for recreation. So you may may be able to go hiking and biking on many of the miles and miles of trails, which are award-winning trails in Folsom. But then you can also head to historic downtown Sutter Street, which is a great place. There's a farmer's market on the weekends. There are awesome coffee shops, even a high-end steakhouse, and it's just a really alive place to be down there on Sutter Street. There, of course, is the Palladio in Folsom, another nice shopping area, the movie theater, lots of restaurants, a little bit toned down from the Galleria and the fountains, but if you need to get your shopping fix and you live in Folsom, you're gonna go to the Palladio. Next, let's talk about commute and location. So if you are in Roseville, you are up Highway 80 going towards North Lake Tahoe and Reno. So access to North Lake Tahoe is just an hour and a half away. Beautiful, of course. And then getting to Sacramento can be a bit trafficy, but it's also not terribly far. So you're probably 25 minutes from Sacramento if you happen to commute there for work. Then if you are in Folsom, you are up the Highway 50 freeway, which is headed towards South Lake Tahoe. So South Lake Tahoe is going to be another hour and a half past Folsom and is just obviously a great place to visit during winter or summer. And then if you want to commute down to Sacramento, it's going to be a little further. You're probably looking at more like 35 minutes, and it can get real trafficy as you get down past Rancho Cordova on Highway 50. Folsom itself is not very trafficy, but keep in mind, Roseville in general is a little more traffic. There's a lot going on over there, and Highway 65 is a part of that, but I would say Folsom has just a little bit less traffic in general than Roseville. So which city feels most like home to you? I want to hear. Drop your opinion in the comments and let me know what you think. In the meantime, hit subscribe on my channel and I'll continue to make videos for you, giving you great information on the Sacramento suburbs. Reach out at any time and I'm happy to help you. See you on the next video. Metropolitan. So starting in Folsom, you're going to be a part of the Folsom 25 minutes, but keep in mind, whoa, shoot. So if you love to shop and if you love to go on the weekends and buy stuff, Galleria has all of your high-end realtors. The Galleria has all of your high-end, what am I trying to say? Retailers.